Now, California's prisons are in an overcrowding crisis. It's so bad, the governor is now considering sending some of the inmates to other states to serve out their terms.
I recently went inside the dual vocational institution in Tracy for a first-hand look at a state processing center that's bursting at the seams.
Men in cages. At DVI, it's normal. What's not normal is that the prison was designed to process 25 inmates a week. Now it's up to 500.
It's bad living conditions in here. This ain't no way to keep no individual or human being.
The prison is overcrowded.
We all not angels, but we all don't deserve to just, live in, some messed up situations and stuff.
There's nowhere left to put the prisoners, so rooms that used to be recreational areas are now dorms filled with bunk beds and up to 40 inmates.
It's crowded, it's cramped, the living conditions is wrong, it's hot.
So hot, the prisoners have stripped out of their orange uniforms into their new ones, underwear.
I don't know what the public, how they perceive us anymore, but we are people too.
DVI was built in the 50s to house 1,400 inmates. Right now, they have twice that amount. And when they have severe overcrowding, they bring out bunk beds, which they put in the middle of the cell block.
Beds are even spilling into the gym. Welcome to the Z dorm. There are 300 prisoners sleeping on one side and more than 150 on the other. Some are even sleeping in triple bunks. It opened as temporary housing in 1985 and hasn't closed since.
You're talking about humane and all that stuff. Who wants to be crowded up with, 300 guys like in that gym?
Well, it's a huge problem.
We showed our video to Daniel McAleer, the executive director of the Center on Juvenile and Criminal Justice. He says living in these conditions makes rehabilitation impossible.
They go from, that prison subculture back into the street where they may be sitting on the bus next to you. I think that's cause for concern.
A concern that doesn't have an easy fix. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has proposed building 2 new prisons and reentry facilities. If the problems on the inside aren't solved, problems on the outside won't be either.
I have no family, so as soon as I get out of here, I'm homeless.
3/4 of these prisoners who are released will violate their parole within 3 years and end up back behind bars.
The only people that I can't go back to are my old gang members.
How did they help you in life?
They got me locked up is about all they've done for me so far.
So why do you want to go back?
Some of us, that's all we have.
Yeah, so they were very candid, they were very open. A lot of the prisoners that I spoke to had no problems coming out and talking about, the gang problems behind bars, the drug problems behind bars, how easy it is to make weapons.
And it's got to be a security problem for the correctional officers, right? I mean, walking into that crowded area like that?
Yeah, well, that gym was once just an open gym where they just had hundreds of beds. They put the wall in between just to try to help separate the prisoners, because if there was a riot, if there was a problem in there, there's only a handful of prison guards that can do something about it. But still, they're still with hundreds of prisoners on one side.